Hello, and thank you so much for inviting me for today's YouTube channel for the International Monorail Association on the topic Monorails for a Mass Transit Solution. Today I want to share some information about technical information, some economics, and the advantages of monorail systems around the globe from the International Monorail Association, which is a global non-for-profit organization working with 40 members across the industry, from original equipment manufacturer, the supply base, the consultancy. We have infrastructure companies, we have many universities and other member associated. So the monorails in the context of the global trends, which are the urbanization and congestions, we have automation and digital solutions, passenger comfort, environmental awareness, value for money, and safety cybersecurity. For the urbanization, we have an increasing need for mass transit systems with 24/7 operations in an area where we have scarce land usage because the cities are already so dense that it's typically very difficult to bring in another solution. More automation means less manual work. We can collect big data for further analysis. We have in the industry virtual reality and artificial intelligence that can be used on modern systems. The passenger wants to have a seamless and integrated transport for smooth connections. You want to have all the amenities that are possible with Wi-Fi, all the personalized information on his mobile device. For sure, on the environmental, we need carbon neutral, emission-free transport and a high efficiency and less energy consumption system. For the life cycle costs, we need an optimization to think long-term to reduce the overall cost, both on maintenance, service and operation. But as well, we need new revenue possibilities, mainly in the areas of stations, connectivities, power supply, and other data information. We have increasing safety and security levels with the highest availability system in place. A typical system of monorail consists of an elevated track. You see on the right-hand side the picture. A monorail has a very narrow beam with only very little shade, in contrast to a metro system, which is more like a bridge style of system with a lot of shade, so almost no light is on the ground there. Therefore, we have the lower infrastructure for grade separated systems, less cost compared to elevated or for sure for underground systems. We have a very flexible alignment, including tunnels or at grade when needed, with the lowest land usage. The typical system has a fully automated and driverless operation, which gives as well short and reliable travel times. And the automated train operation gives the highest safety system on a separate guideway. The typical system has a capacity with 6 passengers per square meter of around 140 people per car. And that leads to a 4-car train with 90-second headway of around 22,000 people per hour per direction. The entire system has a design life of 30 years, whereas the infrastructure is up to 100 years with the highest reliability. In the context of mass transit solution, we can see on the left side in this chart the operating speed and to the right side the line capacity. Usually the heavy metro system have the highest capacity between 30,000, 80 up to 100,000 people per hour per direction, with the highest operating speed as they go on pretty straight lines, tunneling, so grade separated, sometimes longer distances, so they can achieve the higher speed there. Light metros are often as well elevated, more integrated into a city, so typically they have smaller cars, smaller trains, so a little bit smaller capacity between 8,000 and 50,000 people per hour direction, and in average a little bit lower operating speed of around 30 kilometers per hour. Similar speed have monorails, same as people mover, of the operating speed 30 kilometers per hour, but a range of a capacity between 3,000 and 25,000 people per hour per direction. Then the next category are the LRVs and trams, which interfere with other traffic in the cities, so they have much lower operational speed of around 20, sometimes lower, sometimes a little bit higher. And then absolutely lower are buses, even bus rapid transit systems. Both the line capacity is typically below 2,000 and an average speed between 10 up to 15 kilometers per hour. Similar comparison of the capital cost. So we see here the $1 million per kilometer versus the line capacity. We have a similar ranking here. So the metro are the most expensive system, as they are typically tunneled, so they go well above 100 million per kilometer. Again, they have the highest capacity as well. Next, areas with light metros and monorails. So they are in the mid-range of capacity, even they can serve quite a wide range here, with an average capital cost much lower than metro system. But obviously, as they are typically elevated, they are more expensive than ground transportation like grade level trams, GRTs or buses. The monorails are optimized for medium passenger capacity. So the ideal capacity is between 5,000 to 25,000 people per hour per direction. They act as a either feeder system to mass transit or line haul mass transit for medium capacity lines. You can have as well high capacity monorails, as we see in the example of Sao Paulo, line 15, which is a 7-car train and 48,000 people per hour per direction. So this is already heavy metro range. There are some specific reasons that can lower the capital cost, faster the construction, having a flexibility in the alignment and low land acquisition. It is really an urban fit. So we have slender guideways that can easily be integrated into different environments. We have low profile, sleek vehicles. The infrastructure requires minimal land expropriation, a very flexible route alignment, sharp curve radii and steep grades. They're designed for seamless integration within buildings, as you can see on the picture on the lower left one, unobtrusive stations and very quiet vehicle operation with the rubber-tired system. Monorails have minimized infrastructure. As you can see on the pictures, the concrete structures provide elegant strength and durability, as well as fast and efficient construction, affordability, fire resistance, low maintenance, full compliance to all norms and standards. They're great separated beams to ensure dedicated right-of-way, unrestricted operation with automated driverless operation. Accidents with the surface traffic are impossible and derailments virtually impossible. We always recommend to have evacuation walkways for safe egress, providing passenger safety and no need for active intervention in an emergency, as well that serves easy access for system maintenance. The monorail alignment capabilities are astonishing, as they can go with very sharp curve radii. They go below 50 meters, so they are capable of accommodating an urban fit, including steep gradients, as we have rubber-tired system that gives a good adhesion. Monorails are a good neighbor, as they are attractive and an efficient public transit system for city dwellers. They easily can be installed around existing homes or business. They are low noise due to the rubber tires, low pollution with zero emission, As you can see, the Las Vegas example, they run through hotel lobbies or to casino buildings there. They don't make any noise and are attractive to be directly within the building. The guide beams are cost-effective and easy to install. So the infrastructure development minimizes the disruption and the cost of the civil construction. We have precast lightweight guideway structures built off-site that allows rapid assembly on-site. We have a low land intake with low expropriation cost, reduced delays and allow for quick progress. The elevated guideway eliminates the needs for expensive and time-consuming tunneling, and it's an easy implementation into different environments, suitable for both greenfield and brownfield application. Switches are a little bit special on monorails as we have this beam. So we have two types, either on the left hand side a shifting of the complete beams on a deck. So you have double tracks that are moving to allow either straight or curved way. Or on the right hand side you can see a segmented track on a small deck that switches over in either one or the other direction. Absolutely, monorails are a tourism attraction. Everybody knows about the Disney one. So they have a futuristic look that are part of the landmark, specifically in Disney. And the images is associated with theme parks, which is attractive to tourists. Basically, we have for monorails two types of technologies, either the straddle type or the suspended type, the hanging one. The straddle one is the original one from Alvik, the Axel Lennart Wenner-Gren solution, where the load tires are on the top of the beam with guide tired on both sides of the beams to allow the steering and the movement of the system. The suspended one, we have the very famous Wuppertaler Schwebebahn, but as well very, very new ones like in Japan, the Chiba monorail there. They use similar principles with rubber-tired system, but they are enclosed typically in a steel box running on rubber tires, but hanging from the top using similar propulsion technology and just running above them as well as an elevated system. The key three provider of monorails are Hitachi, Skomi and Alstom with formerly Bombardier system. I've just listed a few dimensions here. They are similar as big metro systems. They have the advantage that they run in the air on elevated system. So you can make them, a little bit bigger there as it doesn't cost anything to build bigger in the air. Different with tunneling, right? You can see as well the dimensions of the guide beam. They are between 700 and 800 millimeters width. So very, very narrow system. Some current projects of monorails, the Palm Jamurai in Dubai, which is a 5.5 kilometer long system opened with the Hitachi cars in 2009. In China, the Chongqing in 2011, a 66 kilometer long system. Very famous in Sao Paulo, Brazil, of the Bombardier Monorail 300 system. 24 kilometers, 378 vehicles opened in 2014. Or the one in Bangkok in Thailand as well with Bombardier, 65 kilometers opened in 2021. An upcoming project with Hitachi on the Panama Canal that is under construction, 25 kilometers. Currently as well in construction in Cairo, 2 lines, each around 50 kilometers in Egypt, under construction. As conclusion, so the monorail system have inherent advantages, both of the track and the vehicle. The track has dedicated right-of-way with unrestricted operations on elevated tracks. We have minimal land usage by small track pillars. We have a deviate existing infrastructure by small curve-ready and steep grades. The lowest shadow impact by small track beam. And short project installation phase with pre-assembled beams. On the vehicle we have the high safety standards by fully automated and driverless operation, with short waiting times by short headways. We have an energy efficiency by fully electrical propulsion and recuperation, and for sure the low noise by rubber tires system. I thank you so much for watching and listening to the Monorail YouTube channel and hope to see you again soon. Thank you and goodbye.